Hi, my name is Kedar Maka and I'm a student of Holmes Institute, Australia. My student ID is PBS2305. I am pursuing a Master of Business Administration in the Institute. Today I'm making this video as a presentation requirement of um, unit course named Corporate Accounting, unit code HI5020. It is second trimester of 2020. This presentation is a partial requirement of an individual assignment that is titled Issues in Cash Flow Statement. The purpose of this assignment is to develop a clear understanding of students about income statement and cash flow statement, and use of cash flow statement to comprehend different key business decisions taken by the management. This assessment is expected to help students to consult the relevant literature and demonstrate understanding of key concepts. As a part of this assessment, students will also conduct an empirical analysis of cash flow statement. The total weightage of this assessment is 40%, which include 30% of written assessment and 10% of the presentation, which is being done by me now. We are expected to write about 3,000 words, give and take 500 words, and the assessment due date is Wednesday, 23rd of September 2020, 11:59 p.m. All work submitted on the blackboard. If the student is late on submitting this assessment by due date, the student has to incur 5% penalty per day unless an extension is provided for special consideration. The assessment is divided into two parts, Part A and Part B, where Part B consists of multiple questions. That is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Question number 1 in a Part B also consists of multiple questions ranging from question A to question L. In question Part A, students are required to review the existing literature to critically examine the relative information contained of cash flow statement or statement of cash flow and income statement. And students are expected to find why both the statements are necessary for an investor. As my answer to this question, I have been involved in some research. The research was conducted by looking into internet sources like Investopedia, Smart Asset, and so on. As per my findings, I have written some answers to the question, which is as the cash flow statement and income statements are very inseparable part of balance business used in corporate world. The cash flow, which is normally termed by the name statement of cash flow, is a statement that measures sources of cash of company and whether company uses the cash in a given period of time. Whereas income statement is a measurement of company's financial performance, which includes but not limited to revenues, expenses, profit or losses in a given time period. Income statement is sometimes referred as statement that indicates financial performance of financial institution. The cash flow statement indicated if a company made cash or not, whereas income statement is used to see if a company is made profit or not. Cash flow statement is useful to investor to understand the cash generated by company in given period of time, given time period, whereas income statement or on the other hand is used to include non-cash items of revenue and expenses which cash flow statement cannot show in its statement. The cash flow statement shows company's financial health, whereas cash is where more the cash, better it is. Similarly, part B require us to download financial report of Australian companies BHP, Santos and Fantastic Limited. We are required to go through the financial reports of those companies of financial year 2017, 2018 and 2019. As per my findings, BHP, Santos Limited are doing well in the business, whereas Fantastic is bit on its hardship in this business, which could be easily said by looking at their cash flow statements. Fantastic Limited is suffering because it is not selling much of its products, thus it has to borrow more and more every year from financial institution to support its daily requirement of cash. In the research, I found that PHP Limited is the strongest among all the companies because it is largest among all and it generates more cash than Santos Limited and Fantastic Limited. Part B, second question required us to evaluate the financial strength of the companies. The answer to this question was BHP is the strongest as of its financial strength and the weakest one is Fantastic Limited. The last question to this assessment was to choose one company who would get the confidence of lenders And answer to this question was the BSP and Santos, BSP Limited and Santos Limited, because they are showing the good growth in their sales and investment and positive in cash flow. So the companies are chosen by could be chosen by lenders for lending purpose. Yes, that's it for my presentation. And as a conclusion, I found out that it is an obligation of directors to produce report as per law, though directors are responsible for integrity and maintenance of corporate and financial information as well. Thank you for watching. I hope this fulfills my assessment requirement. Thank you.